Welcome to the future. I am a robot. Yes, you're right. I'm not really a robot. I'm a man doing a voiceover for the Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast. But, tell me, did I trick you? No? Oh. Oh well, sorry for wasting your time. And here's the Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast.
Bros, I've had a mare.
Oh, bro, what's happened?
Absolute shambles, bros.
Lay it on me, bro.
I was coming out of my house last night, going to go watch my brother. He was doing a stand-up comedy gig.
Oh, that's nice.
Went very poorly. Don't want to talk about that, but anyway,
you didn't need to add that last bit.
I put my phone on the roof of my car to go find my keys. Rummaged around for my keys. Got in my car. Drove off. My phone. Bro, never will survive that.
Bro, you know what the worst thing about this is? Not the money. You don't use a lock code on your phone.
Yeah.
Guess who the next round of nudes being leaked is going to belong to?
Yeah.
Was
it could be me next.
Did you go back and find it and it was all smashed up or anything?
Yeah, it was just smashed. It's gone. It's totaled. It's not coming back.
Well, that's good. That's good news, really.
So I can put my SIM card into a new phone. The only problem is I'm now walking around with like a Nokia brick phone pretty much. So
Oh, bro.
Nightmares, bro. Nightmare situations, bro. Can't do any more Snapchatting on this phone, bro.
It's pretty bad, bro.
You can get those nudes that are made up from brackets, like a bracket, full stop, bracket, full, that looks like boobies.
Oh, that's a classic.
That's as good as you're going to get now.
It's pretty good, but we want to know what you've left on your car roof only to never see it again. Dylan, what was yours?
I left my iPad on the roof.
Did you go back and get it, or was it too late once you'd driven off?
I drove off and then I looked back and I knew it slid off and the car ran over it.
Well, hang on. Apple products have a reputation for having very strong screens that never smash. So was it fine?
It was a semi-truck, so, you know, it wouldn't last that much. 18-wheeler.
I bet that
18-wheeler got run over with 18 different wheels.
I bet that it's like the coach's wooden hand on Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
I bet the truck.
Yeah, and I got another one as well.
Another one.
What else?
Yeah. My missus left it on the car and she lost her forever.
Hang on, what? You left your missus on a car?
Dylan, don't even joke about that, because I had a boyfriend that did that while I was sitting on the boot once, and I went flying in the air and landed on my face.
Was he doing a joke or did he forget about you?
I wouldn't do it to her because I'm getting married and she'll just make my life live in hell if I did it to her.
Hey, Dylan, you tell you what, she's going to probably do that anyway,
Not
babe.
if she
Good
gets
luck
run
with
over
the
by an
marriage.
18-wheeler.
Kelly, what did you leave on the roof of your car?
My engagement ring.
Oh.
So how did you do this? Because girls have this anxiety all the time of leaving their ring somewhere by accident. Why was it off?
What I did was I got into my car and decided I was going to put some hand cream on.
Yeah.
And I put the rings on the roof of my car, put the hand cream on, got back in the car and drove off.
Was it still there when you got to the other end? Tell us, is a happy ending?
No, one of them was, but that was a dress ring, but the engagement ring was gone. The dress ring was actually stuck in the boot.
Oh, so the cheap ring was still there and the expensive one was gone.
Exactly.
You never ever found it, Kelly?
No.
Oh, gosh.
Can we give her like a CD as a consolation?
I drove from here to Rotorua.
Oh, shambles.
Where's here? Where is here? Should we put an APB for it? If you find the ring between Rotorua and where?
Taupo.
It'll be Kelly's. Good luck, mate.
Thanks, Kelly. A lot of people are texting in rental DVDs, a Big Mac combo, and someone lost a Pokemon colouring book. So we have to go bigger than that.
Well, I think we can go bigger than that straight off the bat. We got RJ. RJ, tell us what happened.
RJ.
Hey guys,
hey mate.
27 years, yeah, not too bad. Hey, 27 years ago, I'll set the scene. My dad was a racehorse trainer up in the North Island.
Okay.
Was putting the horse boat back on at Palmerston North and put me on the boot of the car, in the car seat, hooked everything on, jumped in the car with my mum, drove 15, 20 metres up the road, all of a sudden turned around because I hadn't heard anything. And I was sitting on the boot of the HQ Holden in my car seat.
Jesus. You were left on the car when they drove away?
Yeah, not me. For anyone that knows me, not my daughter.
Okay,
wow, that is some great 80s parenting right there, RJ.
You were okay, though? You survived? You didn't
He was a winner.
Go under the horse float? Okay, good.
Oh, no, it survived.
Well, he obviously survived, didn't he? He's on the phone.
Did you survive?
Yeah. All right. Oh, wait.
Kelly, what did you leave on the roof of your car? On 0800 The Edge, we've got Liam. Tell us your story, Liam.
I was taking my sister's dog to the vet because it was sick, and it's just a small dog. It was in a carrying case, and I put it on the roof, and before putting in the passenger seat, I drove off and managed to break one of its legs.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Liam!
How bad did you feel?
Oh.
Well, I mean, it wasn't worth a whole lot of money, but...
No, it's not the money of the dog.
It's a priceless. Animals are priceless.
It's
Liam.
alive, Liam. That's the issue.
Well, it's still barking, so...
Oh,
That's a positive.
That actually makes me want to cry. That poor dog.
Hopefully it's well now, and that's the main thing.
Angela,
Liam.
what did you leave on the roof?
I left $5,000 in cash.
Oh, my God.
You baller. Did you have it in like a briefcase, or what was it in?
No, we had just sold a car, and I was supposed to be going to the bank, and I put the baby in the car seat and strapped him all in, put my purse on the roof.
Yeah.
By the time I'd strapped him in, he was about 3 months old, hopped in the car, drove to the bank, and the purse I'd left on the roof.
Man,
God.
did you ever find the purse?
No, we looked for 3 weeks.
The most important question, I think, here is who carries $5,000?
No, she just sold
She
a car.
just sold a car.
Like, they just handed over the cash for the car there and then.
Sorry.
Good listening, mate. Angela, at least the moral of this story is that you left the money on the roof and not the 3-month-old baby.
$5,000 is worth more than most people's cars, so to leave that on the roof of a car is quite funny.
Thank you, Angela. Oh, I'm really nervous to get this one after Liam's before, but Karina, what did you leave on the roof?
So I have a cat, and he used to sit on the roof of the car to keep warm.
Yeah.
So I used to make sure I lifted him up and put him on the ground. And I forgot one night and drove about 150 metres up the road and heard this noise. And then the next minute he came running down the windscreen of my car and jumped onto the road in front of me. And luckily he laid down, so I drove straight over him. So he was okay, but yeah, I left the cat on the roof of the car.
If anyone's going to be okay, it's going to be a cat, because they're the most like Spider-Man out of any animal.
What a happy ending
But
to that story.
that is a great way to round this up, I think.
Wow.
You're welcome.
What's the cat's name?
Samson.
Oh, that is
Samson.
awesome. The cat survived.
Thank God that there was a happy ending to that story. My heart couldn't have taken another one. Thanks, Karina.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint, just check what's on your roof. If you're about to leave right now, maybe just have a quick look up the top and see what's up there.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Edge.
The doctor is
Take
in.
a seat, please. The doctor will see you shortly.
Hi, I'm Guy Williams, qualified WebMD.
Guy Williams is not a qualified doctor and has been banned from practising medicine professionally in New Zealand and the Chatham Islands.
This is a free public health service that I do. I give people
You couldn't
good
couldn't charge for it.
good medical advice that I found on the internet. Clinton, what symptoms are you feeling this week? Have you got anything wrong with you, mate?
I've got a very quite a waxy ear.
A waxy ear.
Waxy.
Stop putting things in there and
lot
they
of
won't
wax.
get waxy.
I'm typing waxy ear into WebMD now. You're getting results for waxy ear. Some bad news for you, Clint. It's skin cancer.
Oh, whoa.
From earwax.
I'm sorry to tell you that, mate, but the Google doesn't lie. Sharyn, how are you going? How are you feeling?
I'm all good. I've got a bit of a psoriasis.
We'll put that down as itchy scalp.
Itchy
Psoriasis
scalp.
is, how do you spell psoriasis? P-S-O-R-I-S.
I don't know, I just put itchy scalp down. I get it when I'm stressed, which
Itchy
is all the
scalp?
time working with you guys.
Itchy scalp into WebMD. The first result is, I've got some bad news. It's ringworm of the scalp or beard.
Oh, no.
I hope it's the
better
beard.
Do you have a beard?
go home and check my beard.
Go check your beard in.
I shaved 20 minutes ago.
Now, I've got my first in-studio actual patient right here. It's Ashley, our receptionist. Ashley, thanks for coming in and seeing the doctor.
Thanks.
Now, Ashley, you're suffering from some symptoms. What's wrong with you at the moment?
Constant headaches.
Constant headaches. Well, I'm glad you brought that in because that's bound to have a shocking answer. Ashley, I'll type constant headaches into the machine.
I'm already a hypochondriac. Don't make
You're
it worse.
already... Well, this is going to be bad. I've got a quick question. Are you feeling any pain in the lower back?
No.
Oh, good, because that means it's definitely chicken pox. You need to go to the hospital as soon as possible.
Hey, get out!
It's very dangerous.
I've already had chicken pox.
No, you've got it again, mate. Google doesn't... Hey, don't argue with the doctor. The doctor doesn't
Mate,
lie.
don't come and see the WebMD if you're not going to believe his
You can only
diagnosis.
get those once.
It's true. The
You never know
WebMD...
your stuff.
Believe it or not, we actually have a phone call from a real person who wants to be diagnosed by Guy Williams WebMD.
Sky, what would you like to ask our unqualified doctor?
Hi. Well, for the past year now,
Yeah.
face, I've started to have very flaky skin, and nothing I do seems to stop it from being very flaky.
Okay. And when you say flaky, is your skin just falling off your face when you're talking to people onto the ground? And
It only falls off when and I scratch it, so I try not to scratch it.
Yeah, try not to scratch your flaky face, mate. Sorry to hear about this problem. I'm going through WebMD now, and there's a lot of questions. You've got to think about the makeup you're using.
I don't wear makeup.
The skin. Oh, that's easy then. The skincare routine.
Makeup could help stick that flaky skin back to your face.
Okay.
Wow, you're good.
So you don't sound very old.
I'm 27.
27. Well, I've got some bad news for you at 27, mate. You're going through menopause.
Oh. Well, that's good because I've already got the one kid.
And on that note, I think the surgery may now be closed.
We can only hope.
Guy Williams, WebMD, take the rest of the day off,
Another educational day. Thank you all for everyone who came to the surgery today.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Edge.
It's day 2 of the celebrity photo hacking scandal, which rocked the celebrity world in a way that never has been done before. It's the biggest hack in the history of all time, as far as I can tell. It's unprecedented. The Apple iCloud was hacked, and nude photos of many famous celebrities have got out onto the interwebs.
I knew you shouldn't trust that iCloud thing.
Yeah,
I knew from the start. I never trusted the cloud.
Nothing good comes from clouds. Rain,
nothing good. Nothing that
thunder,
I don't understand.
This
can be good.
Yeah, if you don't understand how it works.
Yeah. Were they all iClouds though? Because I thought that some of them used BlackBerry and stuff like that.
I think it was all iCloud, yeah.
Obama uses a BlackBerry.
No one uses BlackBerry.
No, well...
No one uses a BlackBerry. That company's doesn't exist. I used to have a BlackBerry, so I used to rip hard. I was like, BlackBerries, they're going to be good forever. And then 3 years later, they just get destroyed by Apple and never to be seen again.
Okay, well, I take back my comments about BlackBerry.
It's quite...
Who's snapping nudes on their BlackBerry, though?
People are snapping nudes on whatever they can snap nudes on.
It's amazing. It's really amazing how this scandal has developed, because for me, I feel terrible about it now, because when it broke for me on Twitter, and I was a little bit late, but just people were tweeting, nudes, look here, and they're posted on Twitter and they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And I did see the photos, and then about an hour later, everyone's posting links saying, if you look at those photos, you're as bad as the people who took them.
That's what I saw on Facebook today, yeah. They said, if you've even looked at them, you're as bad as the guy who hacked them and put the pictures online.
Because it's one of those things where it's you feel bad, and I think it's a bad situation, but there was a time there where I've got to look. I just didn't. It was just first someone goes, do you want to see this?
Human nature. It's curiosity.
And now I feel terrible, because it is. You do realise when you think about it for a second, you go, "Oh my god, this is something that's very personal to someone that has been stolen."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people, including our website and lots of websites overseas, like most radio station stuff in New Zealand did, they were like, "Oh my god," because it was just such this big news story that you reported on it and you posted the pictures, and then about an hour later you're like, "Actually, we shouldn't post those pictures," and we took all ours down straight away on Monday. They were hardly even up there, and just took them back down because people have realised actually someone's privacy has been violated. But because of our culture now, where we're all a lot of people are obsessed with celebrity, and it's always we think we have the right to know everything about them. I think that's why everyone got so excited about gawking at them.
Yeah, you feel a sense of entitlement.
But there's a thing that kind of fascinates me about this.
Yeah,
is these photos came out. People are getting really angry about it and stuff, which I completely understand because it is a violation of privacy. But when it happened to the guy from 5 Seconds of Summer, nobody cared that a man's genitals had been exposed on the internet without his permission.
Wow.
He sent that to somebody.
He did Snapchat it, yeah.
Yeah, but he sent that to someone thinking it was just going to be between them, and then that person leaked it to the world. Everyone just laughed at him, and no one felt sorry for him.
The good thing about his one is it got a name. It was called 6 Seconds of Sausage.
Don't you hate it when you're trying to send a picture of your boner to a fan and they save it on their phone and send it to the internet?
All I'm saying is maybe it's a good time to go into your settings and turn off your iCloud. Maybe that's fear-mongering, I don't know, but I'm never trusting it from now on anyway. Not that I've got anything to hide, honestly.
You don't,
Please
even,
don't hack my
you
iCloud.
don't even have an iPhone.
Next on
what
the
are
show.
You so paranoid about?
You don't have a cell phone, mate.
We'll update Scandal next. It's the Edge.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint on the Edge.
It's lies that you're stuck in.
Are you not really from Nelson?
Lies that... No, I'm definitely from Nelson, but I've got one that
But weren't you born in Christchurch?
I was born in Christchurch.
Oh. So you're not really from Nelson.
I moved to Nelson when I was 12 months. not 12.
12
I was gonna
months
say
old?
12.
So when you were 1 or when you were 12?
months.
I feel like we're
12 months, 1
unraveling
year,
your
yeah.
lie now. We're unraveling your lie.
It's crumbling. I'm definitely from Nelson, and I was there on the weekend, but my lie's probably worse than that, because it's something I've told for quite a while.
Oh my God. Are you finally going to tell us?
Oh, what are you going to say?
You know.
No, what are you going to say?
No.
What are you going to say? Say it, Sharyn. I know what you want to say, and say it now on the air so you can feel embarrassed by your actions.
That you're really Ellen DeGeneres with a beard.
You're going to say that my lie is that I'm really gay. Am I right?
No, it was that genuinely that you look like a male Ellen DeGeneres. You dress
Nice
like
save.
her.
I have
you dress
actually-
like her. You do comedy. You do TV.
I once got in
Dressed like Ellen DeGeneres.
Look at his clothes today.
Hey, no, Ellen DeGeneres dresses like me. I'll have you know that I'm a style icon.
she's older than you, so.
Okay, what is this lie, mate? Get it off your
My
chest.
lie is, and I've made this lie ever since I left high school, that I'm a prefect. I was never a prefect.
You've told us that before.
I just left high school and I needed some good stuff to put on my CV to get into hostels, to get into university.
Yeah.
Just wrote down prefect.
No one checks.
No one's checked it. It's how I got the job at the Edge.
Quite a good lie to make.
I'll probably get sacked tomorrow. I was never a prefect. I was just a normal drongo loser.
I think if
no
you
one liked me.
If you just said you finished school at the Edge, then you'd probably be impressed because most of us haven't.
Okay, well, good to get that off your chest, mate.
I've got more lies, but we'll go to the phone lines because it's not just all about me.
Okay, Alan. Amy, what's your lie? Amy.
Oh, hi, sorry.
It's okay. What's your lie?
My lie is that I went to America for a student exchange a couple years ago, and before I went, my friends were all like, you know, you can tell whatever lie you want because they are never going to know.
Yeah.
So I went there and told them that we had tunny-fars in the streets and the drains, and she's coming over in 2 months expecting to see these tunny-fars.
Oh, is she coming on a tunny-far watching mission?
She's kind of coming to see this new animal.
What are you going to do?
Oh, my God.
What are you going to do?
I feel like I'm just going to have to break the news when she gets here.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Just go and be like, oh, you've come the wrong time of year. They're only here in winter and
Seasonal.
spring's just started.
Either that or make a fake BuzzFeed page and make it a memorial to the now extinct tunny-far and say they died. They all died in August.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Good luck with that one, Amy. Tessa, what's your lie?
Hi there. So me and my auntie both go to the same hairdressers, and my hairdresser said to her, "What do you do for a job?" And she said that she's a nurse up at the hospital. She's not really. So every time I go to the hairdresser, she wants me to ask my auntie what her medical problem is and like how she can fix it.
Great.
Send her the way of Guy Williams WebMD next time we do this segment on the show.
I was actually just thinking that, and I'm from Nelson as well, so that's quite funny.
Shout out to Nelson!
0800 The Edge.
Down.
Or text at 3343.
Great text from the text machine. In high school, I was the president of the Star Trek Club. Prior to being the president, I had never watched Star Trek.
I told my parents that I had stolen a couple of cigarettes out of my dad's packet because I had just finished the DEAR program and was curious. But really, my friends and I had been smoking them at Arangi Park after school just to give it a nudge. We thought it was cool. It wasn't. We quit.
Yeah,
Oh,
good
good on
word.
you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Good text from the text machine. I put on my CV that I was the captain of the school go-karting team. However, the team was only me and my little brother, and we only raced once.
Aw, we've got John on the line. He's got one. John, what's your lie?
So back when I was 16 years old, I told the rugby president that I was qualified ref.
A qualified
And,
rugby ref.
Yeah, and what happened was they put me on a rugby game. Yeah, they're 11, third and fourth playoff, and so off we went. Whistle blew, and didn't really know the rules. Never played before,
John.
and never played before.
You'd never even played rugby?
Nah.
This is gold. Why'd you make up the lie?
Because my dad's mate was a friend with the president of the rugby club.
John,
he told me.
John, it's quite hard. It's quite hard to hear you, but just briefly to see how good your rugby knowledge is. What are the 3 words you say before a scrum goes down?
Touch, pause, engage.
Not you. We're asking John.
Well, I was wrong, wasn't I? John, I'm about to tell you what the real ones are.
Crouch, bind, sit.
See?
Yeah, okay.
Is that actually what you say?
Yeah, you'll get away with that.
The rules have changed, guys. See? I set him up for a fall.
Another good text from the text machine. When I was in school, I told all my class that I could speak Spanish fluently, mainly to impress the girls, until a Spanish exchange student came to the class. That is a disaster, eh? You're going so well and then it goes to a disaster. Here's a good one. I'm known in my group of friends for making an amazing homemade dipping sauce.
Yeah.
It's actually 3 store brands mixed together.
Oh, well,
That's quite a good one.
If you're mixing them together, you're technically making it.
Well, technically you're not. You're just mixing them.
This is quite adorable and quite sweet. I used to put gin in my grandma's slushies that she had to eat because she couldn't have solid food when she was dying from cancer. No one in the family would let her drink. She was dying. I wanted her to be happy. She loved gin.
Oh, so it was just a secret between you and Grandma.
That's quite sweet.
That's cool.
Okay, here's one that's maybe not so sweet. When I was 8, my Aunt Millie, who was 99, was sitting at the edge of a bed. I was an enthusiastic kid and wanted to show off how good I was at jumping on beds, so I ran up and jumped on it. She flew off onto the floor. I thought I'd killed her, so I ran away to my bed and pretended I was asleep.
Oh my God.
That is amazing. Turns out,
That's
though, Aunt
terrible.
Millie is okay. She lived to 105.
Oh,
so
thank God.
Phew. Dodged a bullet on that one, guys.
Okay.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Itch.
That's GRL, it's Ugly Heart. You might have seen them on the X Factor Australia last night performing live.
We got to talk to Simone, who is... She usually has, like, dreads or braids. If you've seen the acoustic of GRL, she's the one playing the... What are those little guitars called?
Ukulele.
She's very, very talented, and we caught up with her...
I thought it was going to be a violin.
Without... No.
Little guitar. Violin.
We caught up with her without Guy, so we had to get Clint.
What was I there?
Where were you?
You forgot.
Actually, you were meant to be there.
You
You
were
didn't
meant to
show
be
up.
here.
I was so excited and I missed out.
Jeez. Well, instead, we had to get Clint to set him up to the plate to do the big intro, and I've got to say, I'd be worried about losing your job here, Guy.
Not much of a loss without you. Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the phone line, all the way from a hotel room in Minnesota, from GRL. Do you say Simone or Simone?
It's Simone.
Welcome,
Hey guys.
welcome
How's it
to the
going?
show. We're great. How are you?
I'm so good. I just got off the plane, got settled in. I'm excited to be here on the air with you guys.
So let's talk about how you guys got together, because you were brought together by Robin Anton, who was behind the Pussycat Dolls, and she's just an incredible person to kind of read about. But what do you think of the comparisons constantly that you guys are the new Pussycat Dolls?
I mean, well, the truth is it started as kind of a new Pussycat Dolls, but one by one we kind of came in with a different flavor, and it just, once we each came into the group, it evolved into something different, you know, from the voices to the style to the music. And once we got involved with Dr. Luke and Max Martin, we realized that it's not the same thing. It's something that was a completely different formula.
We've all seen the video for Ugly Heart. It's playing a lot on our TV channel here, the Edge TV. A lot of bling in the video for you girls. Great video, a lot of bling, great dance moves.
Thank you.
My question is, how many suitcases per girl in GRL do you travel with?
Usually it's just 2, but we've been explicitly told this time that we could only bring 1 suitcase. Our turnaround is only like a couple days for this trip.
It must take you guys a lot of time going through the airports in the States, because it's a lot more strict over there with metal detectors and that sort of thing. With the amount of jewellery and stuff that you guys have on, it must take half an hour to get just through the metal detectors onto the planes to fly around the country.
We try to show up in airport fashion. I mean, I don't usually do jewelry because it's such a hassle to have to take it off and then put it back on through the metal detectors.
Yeah.
But we try to keep it simple when we go to the airport, so we can get through.
Can you explain airport fashion to me? Because I've flown with Sharyn a lot, and this is what she talks about quite a bit. For her, quite often it's yoga pants and like a hoodie. What's airport fashion for you?
That's what we've been told not to do.
Okay.
Robin Anton is very particular about airport fashion. It's about, like, being comfortable. Sweatpants are not allowed, because when we're traveling with Robin, she usually gets stopped by paparazzi. And if we're in sweatpants and, like, slippers and stuff, we'll get, like, caught and ruin her photo. So, you know, something simple like a T-shirt, a baseball cap, some big sunglasses. something presentable and cool and comfortable at the same time.
I am most definitely getting that wrong.
As long as you're comfortable and you look good, who cares?
Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that you make your way over to New Zealand soon. Do you think that's on the cards this year?
I really hope so. I'm crossing my fingers because you guys are awesome. I love the accent, and I'm excited to come down there. I hope we can make it out there soon.
Do you want to attempt an impression of our accent before you?
It sounds kind of Australian, but it's a little bit cooler.
A little bit Australian, but a bit cooler. We'll take that. Everybody, Simone from JRL, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint.
On the bloody edge.
Time to do some cash cannoning. We've got someone on the phone, so bust out your cannon, guys. Let's do it.
Helmets on. The edge cash cannon is about to blow.
I've got my helmet on.
You seem so sincere there, Shazdog.
Tori, welcome to the show. Are you ready to play Cash Cannon?
Yes.
Have you got your?
Oh my god.
Have you got your helmet on?
Absolutely.
Yeah, good. Same.
I feel like you're lying. I feel like you only put a helmet on in your mind when Sharyn said that.
Tori, you get to choose between myself, Clint, or Guy. Who are you going to go with?
Tori, before you make up your mind, just remember that if you choose me, I promise to pretend that the cash cannon is my wanger. That is a Guy Williams guarantee.
Wow.
Sorry, Guy. I'm going with Sharyn.
What?
Oh, this is bull. Too many Sharyns recently.
Not my fault.
Sharon gets chosen every
Tori,
week.
are you ready?
Yesterday she gave away $50.
I'm ready.
Yeah, but I gave away heaps of
Heaps of gas, remember?
I've already given it heaps of gas. I've given it too much gas now.
Why are they always aiming it at me? Oh, fuck. Oh. Are you actually alright?
There's something quite solid in there.
Sharyn just turned the cannon at the last minute away from me into Clint's face, scorned him right in the forehand.
What does it say?
Clint fell off the chair and hit the ground.
Tori, we're back. I've got good news for you.
What the hell's in there?
You have won $400 cash and return flights for 2 to Sydney from anywhere in New Zealand, thanks to Air New Zealand's Grabber Seats. You're going to Sydney with spending money, mate.
Oh my god, I love you guys so much.
No worries. Thank you so much for choosing me. Sorry that I hurt
Clint is injured.
That was extremely close range.
It was worth it though. A return to your trip to Sydney and $40. That is amazing.
Woo! Congratulations, Tori.
What came out of there? Why it actually hurt so much? It wasn't cash. It was a scrunched up Australian flag, and the air compacted it straight into my. Sorry for overreacting, but
if somebody had told me that wasn't just cash in there, I may not have done that.
That was so funny. That made my day.
Sharyn,
right in the face of me. Oh, it's a war.
Sorry.
Thank you so much.
That didn't hurt me because I'm not a pussy. Thanks so much, Tori.
Thank you.
And thanks, Gramercy. What an awesome prize.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. On the edge.
Okay, so it's Father's Day this Sunday, and as a result, we thought we'd get our fathers in on the show to impart some fatherly style wisdom.
Well, they should be the wisest men that we know.
They should be. They probably aren't. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio, my dad, Gary.
Hey! Mr. Williams, good afternoon.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Well, we're already here. We're welcoming you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Good to have you here, Dad, and happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
You obviously are very proud of me and all my achievements in life.
Well, certainly, yeah. It was the biggest day of my life when you came along.
Was it actually?
Very memorable, yeah.
Quite a sad life, let's be honest.
Was he a 10-pound baby? Is that why?
He was actually 11 pound 4.4.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah, he was. I don't know if you remember that TV program, Mr. Magoo. Well, Mr. Magoo was short-sighted, but he's quite old. But when Guy was sliced out of his mum's tummy...
Well, this is getting weird.
He looked like a baby Mr. Magoo. It was amazing.
Gary, I hate to tell you this, but no one remembers Mr. Magoo, mate. That show was before I was born.
And any father who's been in the delivery room will know that babies, when they come into the world, are often...
slimy.
That's the word, slimy.
Yeah.
Well, because... Guy was cut out of his mum's tummy.
Please stop saying I was cut out of my mum's tummy.
I think that it's very important she says that. If you're an 11-pound baby, I want to know that it was a cesarean.
11 pound 4.4.
Was he 11 pound 4.4 because of the size of his head?
That was part of it.
That was mainly him.
That was 10 of the 11 pounds.
Yeah, that's right.
Was he 3/4 head?
Okay, stop
A
talking
quarter
about my
body?
head.
We've got you here for another reason today.
Yeah, we wanted you to come into the studio today and impart with us some wisdom. You've been on the earth for quite a while. You're a wise man. What is your best advice or best wisdom for me and for Sharyn and Clint?
This is a new segment in the lead up to Father's Day that we're calling Wise Words of Wizdad.
It's Guy, Sharyn and Clint's Father's Day Wise Words of Wizdad.
Is it really that's the name we're going for?
Yeah.
You should have probably consulted me before you came up with that. But anyway, any wise words of Wizdad for us, Dad?
Yeah, well, my favourite saying over the years, and I've been an employee and an employer, my favourite saying has always been, ability is important, but reliability is crucial.
That is
really good.
wise.
That is really good.
Yeah. Have you got any money advice for us?
Money advice? I think from the first day you start working, you should always learn to just save a little bit and stick by it. Start a saving plan, and because over a period of time, time rushes by, and if you're just tucking away a little bit all the time, then you'll always have a little small nest egg. And with inflation and
okay, don't get into inflation, mate. There's enough advice for that. Finally, love and relationship advice, Gary.
How did you not adopt him out, eh?
yeah.
You've been married for quite a long time. Congratulations!
It's quite a sentence. Yes, it's
have a long. You and the bloody old rooster have been together.
28 years.
28 years. Well done.
Yeah. You don't even get that for murder these days. Yeah.
That was a classic, Gary. So, Gary, any love and relationship advice?
Yeah. My wife and I have a good understanding. She goes her way, and I go her way also.
Gary Williams, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day, mate.
Father's Day this Sunday, and lotto shops around the country are selling out of scratchies and those little gift packets. The folders have got a ribbon on the front and it looks like a gift because everyone gets those for Father's Day.
That's like the last minute gift that you think of in the last minute.
My dad every year.
We're looking for your wise words of Wizdad.
Yeah.
It's Guy, Sharyn and Clint's Father's Day Wise Words of Wizdad.
That was weird.
Very strange.
So we look for a quote that your dad gives you. My dad's one was, ability is one thing, but reliability is crucial. And that has been the story of my life because I have no talent and my reliability is my only feature. I don't even do that most of the time.
Is that what you're good at?
Yeah, I was
You
like...
didn't show up for our GRL interview earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not even that.
Let's move along quick. Alana, what is your wisdom from your dad?
It's called Wise Words of Wizdad.
What's your wise words of Wizdad, Alana?
My wise word of wisdom from my dad was don't sleep with anybody unless you're willing to have their baby.
That is very, very
That's
wise
awesome.
words from your dad. Don't sleep with anybody unless you're willing to have their baby.
Have you kept that promise?
Absolutely. And I wouldn't be the only one because I've got 3 sisters as well. So,
Wow.
yeah.
No wonder he was doling that advice out. He
That's
was
pretty good,
terrified.
Alana. It's pretty good.
Please,
Tina,
none of you have sex.
Tina, what was yours?
If you have a problem with your kids, like getting out of bed and saying they'll fanatic or they've got a sore leg or something like that, just to make it so they don't have to be in bed, tell them that you'll keep an eye on it and see how it is in the morning, because by the time morning comes around, they've got it even.
That's classic, yeah. Whenever I got out of bed, Dad was like, oh, we'll see how it is in the morning.
Yes.
In the morning, miraculously, no problem.
I thought her dad's advice was make sure your cell phone always has excellent reception.
Camille, what was your wise words of Wizdad?
I was always getting in trouble because I'd do things that'd be like, oh, well, you do it. His response was, do as I say, not do as I do.
That's a classic.
It is a classic.
Especially
and it
when
was so
Dad is
annoying.
off to the pub.
And especially
Going to the pokies.
It's going to be so much harder for our generation as well because everything's documented on social media. So it's like, Mum, I saw your drunk photo on Instagram when you were 27.
Yeah.
Shut up. Do as I say, not as I do, for goodness sake.
Lucy texted in, her advice from her dad is, you hesitate, you die, when he was teaching her how to drive. Imagine how stressful that would be.
Well, it is kind of true. It is kind of true.
You hesitate, you die.
Calvin, what is your wise words of Wizdad?
My wise words of Wizdad is he always told me a good way to double your money is to fold it in half and put it back in your pocket.
Oh, that's a classic.
So true, so true. And finally from Liz, what is your wise words of Wizdad?
Probably the most useful advice my dad ever gave was don't drive fast in a car park.
I think that's the best of the day.
That is pretty good.
That is so good. Can we give that a prize?
Yeah, we can give it a prize. I still prefer don't sleep with anybody if you're not willing to have their babies.
That is also good.
It's a hell of a vetting process, isn't it? See someone at a bar, so I wonder what their children would look like.
See, I haven't slept with that many people, but I am pretty sure my dad would not have wanted me to have kids with any of them. Apart from my husband, maybe.
It's Father's Day this Sunday. Don't forget about it. Make sure you go out and grab something for Dad.
Father's Day's on Sunday.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint.
On the edge.
Quick, put her in the Uberfax chair and give her a shot of nerds. It's Uberfax time.
Yeah. Oh, God, I'm going to drive it.
Chug it.
The nerds are in.
You know what time it is. You're about to get Uber-facted in the face. No, she did it.
Oh, yes, she did.
It's time for Sharyn's...
You got ask me to do something and give me a stuff my face with a little...
Sharyn's Uberfax. She is now just powering up. It's like spinach to Popeye.
Okay, I've done it now.
Nerds to
I've got
Sharyn.
nerds in my bloody breasts, though. Not
Orange,
ideal.
purple, and blue nerds today.
Woo! Let's do this. Less of you guys, more of this guy. Did you know that the more that you burp during the day means the less that you're going to fart?
Well, duh.
So what I'm saying, ladies, if you're trying to hide farting in front of that new boyfriend of yours, drink a bit of Coke, burp way more. Just every time he walks away, it's like... and then you won't fart in the middle of the night and wake yourself up.
I feel like that's not the same thing.
Have you farted yourself awake?
Yeah.
Lots of people have.
No, wait.
Because you're trying not to fart in front of that person. Then you're like, you just get a little bit relaxed. You're like, oh God, did he hear that? Did he hear that? You're like, oh God damn it.
The fart is so
then I
violent
used
that
to
it wakes you up. I've never experienced that.
So now I just go and used to just go hide out on the balcony. Do it out there if I really needed
You
to.
farted yourself awake.
Don't act like it's a weird thing. Ladies,
Also-
text me to 3343 if that's ever happened to you.
Also, farts and burps are not the same thing. There's no way a burp is like a mouth fart.
You're boring me. Next Uber fact, sheep. Did you know that sheep can recognise each other through pictures? So if they see a photo, they'll be like, there's my old friend Jeffrey. Nice to see you, Jeffrey.
No.
Haven't seen you for a long time.
No.
They can recognise it in the photo.
Not true.
How do you know? Can you guys speak sheep? Because I can speak sheep, and I know this is a real thing.
Who's showing a sheep a photo album?
People that care about lambs and sheep.
Who has a photo album full of sheep?
New Zealand people. Gah. You guys are obviously not from New Zealand. Next one. This is quite exciting. Made me want to put an ant in the microwave. Ants can survive in a microwave because they are small enough to dodge the rays from the microwave. So they like stand on the plate and they're like... ding, 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 ding,
Can they see the rays?
Yeah, because they're ants. Super ants. And then they get radioactive big and they're like, they just burst the door.
Don't go microwaving ants on Sharon's advice.
It's true. I guarantee you they'll still be alive at the end.
No.
And finally, if you're trying to get that spring body back into shape, guys, you're trying to get that chest looking nice and perky. Am I right, ladies? Push-ups are not a good time. Guys, you're just trying to get rid of your moves and have a really toned chest. Or it could be your waist because you want to try and embrace that two-piece outfit this year that
I'm looking forward to what this is going to
hardly
be.
anyone looks good in.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Go to the chemist.
Oh, God.
Get some hemorrhoid cream.
No.
Rub it on your chest.
No.
Rub it on your waist. It'll make you look way more muscular. And also, if you've got some hemorrhoids, you can just chuck it on there as well. Boom!
I'm afraid to do this, but we've got a caller here. Sarah, please tell me you're not calling about being woken up by your own farts.
Or are you calling about the hemorrhoid thing?
I'm calling about the farts.
Sarah, it's a real thing. Am I right, girl?
I woke myself and my boyfriend up. I've never farted in front of him, and we both woke up. He rolled over, and I was just like, no, there's nothing to smell here. This didn't happen.
Oh, God. This was a horrific end to a horrific version of Uber
Sarah,
Facts.
it's okay. You're safe here. Hold the line. We'll give you a CD. You know what time it is. You're about to get Uber-facted in the face. No, she did it.
Oh, yes, she did.
Honestly, I cannot wait for the day that you guys are spooning your girlfriends and they fart on you.
Don't say that.
When you're asleep and you're like, oh, is my phone on vibrate? No, my girlfriend has farted on my lap.
him.
It's a thing. Then you guys will be peeing in front of each other.
Stop talking about it!
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint.
On the edge.
Sometimes the internet is just like the most annoying thing, right? And this might annoy
You said that as you got a notification on the microphone.
And this might annoy you as well, because once someone points something out like this to you, it kind of like just gets inside your head. And I've noticed that especially most social media, but especially Instagram and Twitter, are basically just a long list of brags. Like, everything is just, look how cool my dinner is. Look who I'm hanging out with. Look where my holiday is. Look at this place where I'm working from. Isn't it beautiful? All the time, it's just people just bragging.
Do you mean like how Kanye West and Kim Kardashian will post pictures of them eating meals of Hermes plates, which are worth like $20,000?
Yeah. And just enjoy the plate in your privacy. You don't need to share it with everyone.
How about just go to Briscoe's, you dumbass, and get like a nice dinner set instead of spending $20,000 on a plate?
Do you put a $20,000 Hermes plate in the dishwasher?
No, I think you have to hand wash it. Well, they wouldn't know, would they? Because they just give it to their... Get rid of that, please, Jeffrey.
I found like the most irritating Instagram account in the world the other day, which is just this dude who posts pictures of himself with his sunglasses on and his boat shoes, like on beaches and stuff like that.
Oh, God.
And he's a friend of a friend, and he called himself in his bio a travel addict. And I'm like, everyone loves travelling, and everyone, if they could be, would be a travel addict. You're not a travel addict, you're a holiday addict. Basically, you're just a rich douchebag. That's basically what you are at the end of the day, right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Like, I'd be a travel addict if I could.
If you're rubbing it in people's face.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's one of the things that annoys me the most.
Guys, I've got a problem. I'm addicted to going to luxurious foreign countries. I need help.
Yeah, like anyone could do that if they could, right?
I don't mind the travel photos. It's more when you see people like Scott Disick, who's, Lord Disick, and he will post a wad of $100 bills on his toilet paper roll and act like he uses $100 bills to wipe his bum.
Okay.
That really annoys me.
That's next level annoyance right there. Another thing that really gets my goat at the moment, Instagram, obviously it's a classic, Instagram food pictures, but a new development on the Instagram food pictures, which everyone posts all the meals they're eating, as if that's necessary. Just enjoy your meal, you don't need to brag about it. Okay, on top of that, they will call themselves a foodie. A foodie. Like, everyone is a foodie. You need food to be alive. Everyone enjoys nice food. That's common. We all wish we could afford expensive restaurants, but we can't.
I don't know if I agree with you on that one. I think using foodie's okay.
Calling yourself a foodie is like calling yourself a breathy. You need air to breathe. It's the same thing.
Some people are more into food. So you can take some people that will be happy eating mince, sausages, and mash.
Yeah, they're a foodie.
No, a foodie is someone that's passionate about food, like making food, eating nice food.
Do you know who a foodie is? It's a kid in Africa who can't get 3 meals a day. That is a foodie. Someone who really would appreciate just a little bit of wheat or something like that.
They're not a foodie, they're a starvie.
Okay, well that sounded bad, but yes, everyone is a foodie.
Not everybody.
I drop the mic, I walk away. Do not challenge me.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint. On the edge.
I was just thinking, man, people are into some weird things, sexual things, but they're not sexual things at all. Like, they can be like I heard about this guy who was into the popping of balloons.
What, in a sexy way?
Yeah. And he just wanted someone to hold a balloon and get a pin and pop it, and that turned him on.
And that was his thing.
It's messed up.
Well, at least it's something that you can do cheaply. And imagine how much fun he'd have at birthday parties.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, mostly kids' birthday parties.
Don't invite him to kids' birthday parties.
Yeah. I was actually...
Imagine. Never mind.
I was watching something last night. Hang on, let me just set the scene a little bit. Last night on Prime TV, actually, they had a thing called the...
Was it midnight? Like Sky One?
No, it was like 9:30, so it was kind of a normal time, and it was called The Truth About Webcam Girls. Okay. And there was a doco about these girls.
Was it a doco or just something you saw on youporn.com?
No, it was a doco on Prime.
Oh, he was on YouPorn for the articles and the docos, though.
These girls that go on there and they just set themselves up in front of a webcam and guys pay to watch them. Like, there's the obvious ones that do all the stuff that you'd think that they would do.
Yeah.
But then some of them make very good money because guys will pay to watch them do normal things. So, not quite fully clothed, but in their undies. Not naked, though. Guys will pay to watch this girl cook dinner in the kitchen.
What?
This one guy pays this woman to watch her play Xbox. That's his thing. He likes to watch girls play Xbox.
Does he watch the screen or watch her?
No, the camera's pointing at her. He can't even see the game. The camera's just pointing at her, just playing away on Halo or something. And another guy pays just to have a girl make fun of him online. She just says real mean things to him on the webcam, and that's his thing.
It's like on Desperate Housewives when Susan needed to make ends meet so she could pay her rent and stuff. She did a webcam thing, and people watched her clean.
Yeah, that was one as well, actually.
Yeah.
Just doing the vacuuming and doing the mopping and dusting and things like that. Not naked.
It's very, very strange. Very strange. We've got Lashwika on the phone. Lashwika, what is... I couldn't decide between Shanika and LaFonda, so I just combined them.
Clever.
What's your G-rated fantasy?
Trough.
Troughs?
What? Like troughs that you get cows drink out of.
Like feeding troughs.
Yeah, like actually troughs.
Okay, so what about troughs are you into?
I have no idea, but every time I go on holiday, I just always look at them and just say, I love troughs.
Okay, hang on a tick. Did you used to watch McLeod's Daughters and how they made one of the troughs into like a romantic bath?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can kind of understand that now because Dan the Vet was pretty hot. So I get that now.
Most troughs I've seen are like full of chicken shit and stuff.
A chicken doesn't need a trough.
McLeod Daughters has probably like made it a bit more sexy than it really is.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd give anything to live on that farm.
0800 The Edge. Emma, what's your G-rated fantasy?
My boyfriend wears these bib overalls to work.
Yeah.
And he looks like Super Mario when he puts them on. And it's like my favourite part of the day. I wake up and I look forward to it.
That's so cool.
Well, let's go. They say a man in uniform, I guess, and if that's what does it for you, that's good news.
Is it the Super Mario vibes? Are you also into a man jumping down pipes? Jumping
He's pretty good at jumping too, like.
Whoa. Hang on.
And he could pull off the Super Mario thing as well.
Can I go through some of the texts? These are real texts that people from New Zealand have sent in.
Yes, you can.
I'm really aroused by sunglasses tan. Not sunglasses. Like, you take your sunglasses off and you're red around your face and your eyes are white.
No, you've been on the boat too long.
Sunglasses tan, okay? It gets weirder. A husband wearing a dressing gown and vacuuming the lounge.
Oh, that was from me.
I wonder... Does it work? I'm going to ask you, does it work in any other room, or is it just the lounge?
I really just love it when my husband does it in the lounge.
Here's another one.
And I put his hair up in coolers as well.
Here's another one.
Spoiler alert, the husband's in the studio.
And I don't have hair.
Another one, headphones rubbing on my collarbone. Another one, oh god, this is weird. Sniffing fur-lined gloves on the underground on my way home when I lived in London.
That is intricate stuff.
It's very, very, very specific.
Yeah.
This is probably a common one. Health workers, dental assistants, etc., when they reach into the pocket and pull out a notebook.
What? I like to sniff Vivids.
I don't think this is the same as sniffing Vivids, Shaz.
So when a nurse pulls out the notepad,
not
you're
just
like,
that, like the dental assistant, like the 18-year-old unit, who's turned up in his one-piece like dental outfit. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a book. That's what they're into.
That's some weird stuff.
It'd be so weird because you'd just be like, what if you took them around to meet your parents or whatever, and your mum's like, what do you want from the fish and chip shop? And gets her notebook out of her pocket. It's like they'll be like, all of a sudden they're real into your mum, like, oh, you get me a chicken nugget picture. I'll be in there after you.
Can you get me a crab stick?
Yeah.
Can you get me?
This is so weird.
That'd definitely be that one that orders the battered sausage.
0800 The Edge.
Rob from jail's on the phone.
Hey, mate, Rob from jail.
Hey, Rob from jail.
Hey guys, wow, good to hear from you again. Thanks for ringing me.
You rang us, mate.
Rob.
How's jail, mate?
Okay. That's right. Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, he's not in jail, guy.
How's jail going, Rob?
He was in jail. He's out of jail now, Rob?
Congratulations, mate.
Honestly, kids, don't do anything stupid. Focus on your job. Focus on your life. Save up.
Rob from jail, you'd be into some weird stuff. Are you calling about something you're into or something you've seen?
No, I'm not into any weird stuff, mate. Well, couple of people at work think I'm a nutter, but that's fine. That's
I don't know why they think that, Rob.
Why is that? I don't know. Anyway, I won't waste your time. I've seen this documentary of when, like, the webcam girls, they'd actually sit, they'd sit obviously in front of the webcam and whatnot, and these guys would pay them, honestly, I've seen, like, one guy paid this chick, like, $2,000 in one shot to eat this cheese sandwich covered in, oh, no, it wasn't butter, it was, like, chocolate sauce or something.
Yeah.
And then, like, dipped in, like, batter and whatnot.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, and they don't even get naked, eh? They just sit there and chow down on this food.
They just chow down, mate. You know, I mean, I'm all down for a feed and what. If someone's going to shout me a feed, yes, but I'm not going to put a cheese sandwich in with batter and chocolate sauce, man. This is not going to work for me, you know?
You do it for $3,000 though, eh, Rob?
Oh, I do need $3,000.
Yeah.
One of these days, we've got to have Rob for an AMA. Can we write down his number? Rob, stay on the line. We'll get your number down. We're going to have you in for an AMA, mate. Your goals.
Go on, I'm on it, mate. I'm on it.
Let's keep it going to the next photo.
Good work on still being out of jail, mate. Thank you for calling.
Cheers, brother. Thank you.
I've got your number, Rob. I just wrote it down off the caller ID.
Did you have caller ID?
Yeah, mate.
We're tracking you.
That's brilliant.
Rob, this is how you got caught by the cops, mate.
No, that's the story. That's not the story.
Story for another day, Rob.
Yeah, no, that's all good, brother.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Edge.
If you head to our Facebook page right now, facebook.com/Edge Afternoons, we've got the first photo up there.
Sorry, what was the address?
Facebook.com/Edge
Do you put a
Afternoons.
www in there first, or do you www.
If I had $1 for every stupid question you asked me, I could retire.
What's the address? Hurry up, I'm trying to do this.
www.facebook.com/Edge Afternoons.
Thank you, Clint, for taking me seriously.
Honestly.
Sorry, Shazdog, continue.
Honestly.
Don't hit me.
Angelina and Brad Pitt have released their first wedding photos. They've done a spread with Hello magazine.
Hello.
And the wedding dress that she wore is very, very unique. And I'm not one to usually throw around an Angelina Jolie compliment. But she had quite a cool veil. And her veil was drawings from all of her children all over it. And it sounds quite ugly if I say it like that. But if you see the photo, it is actually quite cool. It's very creative.
If you see the photo, you'll understand that also when you see it, it's also ugly.
I don't think it's ugly at all. I think it's really, really cool.
It looks like her kids drew on her dress, which is what they did do.
So I saw it, and no one had told me that it was the kids that had done it. And I'm like, oh, blah, blah. And then someone goes, oh, her kids drew that. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's nice. And people at the wedding, I reckon an MC before she arrived at the church would have had to get up and go, now, guys, Angelina's going to arrive soon, and she's wearing quite a strange veil. Now, it's quite unorthodox, but just know that her kids drew that for her, so please don't make fun of it. And then in that context, they'd be like, oh, that's nice. But without prior warning, they would have been like, oh.
What is that about? But if you want to see it, go now to our Facebook page. Just look up Guy, Sharyn and Clint on Facebook, or go direct, facebook.com/Edge Afternoons. Yes, there is a www at the start.
Her kids suck at drawing, what can I say?
Here's Eminem.
You cannot say that about Brad and Angelina's kids.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Edge.
Thank you for listening to the show today. We're almost done. The podcast is going to be up a little bit later tonight because Chang's got a hot date.
Good one, Chang. Do you know what I found amazing about him, though?
What?
Is that he wore his dress shoes today.
He wore his dress shoes and he wore the bottom quarter of his pants for a change. Chang wore 4-quarter pants today.
You just call them normal pants,
That's just
mate.
full pants.
He's never seen in any more than 3-quarters of pants.
Do you ever call stubbies 1-quarter pants?
Oh, no.
And I guess that would make normal shorts 2-quarter pants.
Half
pants.
Half pants.
I think
Shorts does it quite well.
I think we just called them bootleg jeans. That's what he was wearing, bootlegs.
Do you understand why they're called bootleg?
Because they flare out to cover your boots.
Yeah, to cover your cowboy boots.
But if they flare out, aren't they flares?
No, that's even wider.
Even wider.
Yeah, it's even wider.
Oh, wow, I'm learning something today. So what is pipe leg?
Pipe leg is like super tight.
Straight.
They go down straight to cover your pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not tight.
Do you know what?
No,
You will
skinny is tight. Pipe is just straight down, like a chimney pipe.
I thought that was straight.
No taper in or no taper out.
Right, okay. Hey, you'll know these things if you just send Ellen a tweet and tell her to mix up her pants styles.
I was just a throwback to when you said a guy looks like Ellen
Sharyn's done
DeGeneres.
the oldest callback in the world. It's about 3. If you've ever seen the show for all 3 hours.
Hey, no, I'm just continuing on. I'm just trying to help you, babes.
It is
just
true
trying to
that
help you.
I base my style inspiration on Ellen DeGeneres. So I'm proud to admit it.
On who?
Ellen DeGeneres. Am I not saying her name right?
Guy, Sharyn and Clint on the edge.
There you go, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening. But before we leave, it's time for a podcast extra.
Podcast extra.
One of the last things we did on the show today was talk about G-rated fantasies. And we had one that didn't quite make it to air because it came in too late, but it was too good not to talk about.
Let's share with you. We welcome to the phone lines Dave, Mike. I've forgotten your name already. Sorry, mate.
Dave?
Dave.
Dave.
Cheers, Dave. I should have trusted my first instinct. Dave, share with us something that your mate experienced.
Well, it was a sort of a couple friend of me and my girlfriend, and the guy was obsessed with handbags, and we're talking over the top, more attracted to handbags than he would be his girlfriend.
The guy was attracted to handbags. A man.
Sexually attracted to handbags, yeah.
Wow. How far-reaching was the attraction?
Had a cupboard full of handbags, would take the girlfriend out and spend hundreds and hundreds, thousands of dollars on handbags to basically have sex with his girlfriend to then use his handbags to finish things off.
No!
Yeah, legit.
So he
straight from his mouth, I've heard it all, yeah.
He actually needed the handbag to finish the job.
That's what did it for him, that's what took him over the edge.
Wow. How did you find out about this? Because is that dinner table conversation?
Not straight away, but eventually, we're good friends of ours and things like that, and out on the piss, and he sort of starts coming out, and then you put two and two together, and he's always buying new handbags for his girlfriend, and
because he's ruining them.
A lot of handbags, and basically.
Hey, that is absolutely disgusting.
Are you still friends with the guy and the girl?
Oh God, no, God no.
Why God no? Because you don't want to touch their handbag.
Because he stole his girlfriend's handbag.
Just sort of slowly decided, just sort of start talking to them less and less and
just
less. And
sort of went, maybe these people aren't for us.
Yeah, no, he'd even try and buy my girlfriend's handbags off her. And,
that's messed up.
Dave, thank you, mate. That's a quality podcast extra. Thank you for joining us.
Podcast extra.
All good, cheers, guys.
Podcast extra.
Today's Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast is brought to you by Grass. Perfect for gardens and sport. Get grass today from your friendly grass vendor.